Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Dad's Expensive Hobby.
What's up?
It's time for my top 10 Dragon Ball action figures of 2025. I'm doing this video in collaboration with my fellow YouTuber, Nobody. Be sure and check out his channel and keep an eye out for his video where he will list his favorites of the year as well. My list is going to be obviously of ones that I own and have reviewed. Check out all their videos, at some point if you like what's going on this list, or even if you don't, check them out anyway. They're pretty good. Now, this is going to be very, very subjective, as we have gotten a wide variety of stuff from a wide variety of studios. So basically, this is going to be kind of a pick your poison. The list could be altered in any way. You know what I'm saying? Like if I tried to make this list tomorrow, it might be in a different order, or there might be different figures on it, but this is what I've landed on. So let's dive right in with some of my honorable mentions. Okay, with my first honorable mention, I had to mention the SH Figuarts Son Goku, the lowest born Saiyan. There was a lot of hoopla around this figure right here in the middle of this year, where he was a North American exclusive. Everybody was trying to scramble and find him in stores. I was lucky to get my hands on a couple of copies. And, this is a pretty good, random 2.0 Goku for the most part. His articulation measured up to any of the best one. He had a little bit of paint on him. He came with two really nice, unique, brand new hair sculpts, and probably the best Goku, like base form, Goku faceplates you can find on any Goku figure, $35 release or not. So that, for all those reasons, that's why he's on the list. And next up on our honorable mention list is the Demoniacal Fit Legendary Berserker figures. Then we got two different ones this year with two different hair colors. Pick whichever one is your favorite and you would be correct. These are absolutely gorgeous. The reason they are not higher on the list and make the actual list is because unfortunately they were one-for-one stolen molds from the SH Figuarts model. Now, the SH Figuarts mold that they've used is one of the best releases that SH Figuarts has ever put out, so if it ain't broke, why fix it? I get it, but it is still one for one. There's nothing original about it, but holy shit, are these fantastic. All right, and the last of the honorable mentions has to go to a couple of the SH Figuarts Daima minis in the form of the Super Saiyan 4 Goku and the Piccolo minis. I know that these Daima minis aren't everybody's cup of tea, but I chose these two because they both came out this year, and two, they are my two favorite of them. I think they look the best, they move the best, and they come with the best accessories. Yes, they are expensive and you don't get much plastic in the form of the figure, but these two are definitely worth the pickup despite their prices. All right, starting us off at number 10, we have the WoW Studios Bulked Warrior, aka Saiyan Saga Goku. These figures are really cool. They gave us two different versions, A and B, a Kaioken and then just a regular base Goku. And despite some a little janky and sticky kind of articulation in some spots and some over enthusiastic shading, these figures come with great accessories and a very, very modest price point. These things are a very, very nice pickup. At number 9, we have the OC Toys Vegitos. There were several versions of this guy that came out this year, so whichever one you think is the best, hey, you're right, it is. But anyways, these are pretty darn good. These come with really nice looking sculpt, really good articulation, fantastic accessory spreads, and they come in a very modest price point. I was very, very impressed. Drawbacks, probably could use some more paint. Maybe a little bit less fluff in the articulation, and maybe just, or not articulation, with the accessories, and maybe kind of fine tune some of the sculpt to an extent. And I have heard people say that some of the plastic on these felt a little bit cheap. I didn't personally have that problem. Tell me what you think down in the comments. But these are an excellent addition to my collection. All right, at number 8, we're talking about the Black Hole Toys Bloodshed Duo, aka Saiyan Saga Scouter Vegeta. I really like this 2-pack. I have been smitten with it all year. It is not without its problems. Yes, it is basically a 1-for-1 of the 2.0 Scouter Vegeta from SH Figuarts. So all the kind of irritations and complaints that you could have about that figure itself. And the battle damage version, some of the blood and battle damage looked a little janky. And yeah, his head sculpt on that figure was shrunk down. But my goodness, these things originally came in at a killer price point, and you got two freaking figures. You got a killer amount of accessories, good enough looking paint and articulation. And oh, did I mention that you get 2 figures? But if it wasn't for just some of the jankiness with the battle damage version, these guys would be a little bit higher on the list. And coming in at number 7, we've got a tie between the 2 different versions of the BoJack movie Trunks figures, between the Demoniacal Fit, the Coming One Top Gun, and the Tonson Art Toys Unbound Wrath Warped Vengeance. Both of these are super solid releases, and I highly recommend both. They are awesome, but they are not perfect figures. With the Tonson Art Toys, they are historically a little bit too tall, and that is not an exception with this one. And with the Demoniacal Fit, there was a couple of areas of articulation issues, but both of them are jam-packed with fantastic sculpt and paint. Both their hair looks great, and they both come with an awesome spread of accessories. And coming in at number 6, we have the Demoniacal Fit Hero Waltz Super Gogeta figures. We got 2 of them this year. We got the one from the Fusion Reborn movie and the one from the Super Broly movie. They both are fantastic releases. I love them. Check out my videos on both. Despite the articulation issues that both figures suffer from in the shoulders, that was very, very unfortunate. These are fantastic pickups. They come with a nice spread of accessories, especially the Super Saiyan Blue one. Not much paint, but man, do they look good, and they will look good in your collection. Basically, just pick your poison, whichever one you like the best. Coming in at number 5, we have the Black Hole Toys Solemn Valor, aka Majin Vegeta. This is a fantastic release. I really enjoy it. I got the version B. I haven't seen the version A in hand, but I'm sure that they're all really good. This thing comes with a nice spread of accessories. The hair sculpt looks good. The paint is good enough on it. I would have to say there are a couple of spots where the articulation could be a little bit better, and he has a little bit too squatty of a look even for Vegeta, especially around the hips on this figure. Just standing up in a neutral pose, he's got a little bit of wide hips, but this figure is super duper solid. Highly recommending, but it's for those reasons that he's not even higher on the list. And coming in at number 4, we've got the Beast Deities Fenrir figures, aka Broly. These things are absolutely awesome. Gigantic pieces of artwork these things are. They are not without their flaws. These things have a little bit of trouble with the abdomen moving. Mine's neck was pretty, stiff and stuff, but the articulation is definitely good enough for a Broly. Tons of paint and detail. The sculpts are awesome. A nice kind of reimagining of the look of the DBZ Broly, and he comes with some really nice accessories. The packaging is a little unorthodox but cool all at the same time, very typical of Beast Deities, and the price is not outrageous for what you get, so I really like it. Now, I know that ZT Toys, their stuff just dropped or whatever, but mine hasn't got to me yet, so he ain't going on this year's list. If he's as good as everybody says, that he'll be on next year. But this figure is fantastic, and that is why he is number 4 this year. Coming in at number 3, we've got the Kami 1 Muay Thai Fighters, aka Super Gogeta. These things are Kami 1's version of the same figures that Demoniacal Fit did. They just did them slightly better. They beat them out in basically accessories and in articulation. The accuracy of these two is a little bit questionable. Some people argue the white pants or the gray pants or the length of the sash and all that good stuff, but these are fantastic figures. Their hair sculpts aren't perfect, and I'm not the biggest fan of the way they did them as far as the paint and color, but these figures are great. Their accessories are awesome, and their articulation is the best example of all the Gogetas that we got this year. I hate the packaging, but these figures are really, really good. And to be quite honest, they would have been higher on my list had they not been such a pain in the ass, personally for me, to assemble. I don't really like having to assemble figures, and these things, you've got to take them some extra steps just to get them to look like the figure. And coming in at number 2, we've got the SH Figuarts Son Goku, The Games Begin. The newest Goku on that new, air quotes, 4.0 body with the dynamic movable shoulder system. I really do like this figure. I know I had some negative things to say about this figure in my review. If you haven't watched it, check it out, because not everything about this figure is perfect. Is it my new favorite Goku? Maybe. Maybe. I mean, there are a couple of older releases of Goku that I am still super duper fond of, but I am definitely fond of this one, and he is probably the best Goku we have gotten this year. He moves really nice. He's got some decent looking paint on him, nothing too crazy. We are talking about Bandai, but his new sculpt looks really good, and these 2 new hair sculpts they got with him are fan-freaking-tastic. I love the faceplates, and for $36, $35, $37, whatever this was, you really can't beat this. So he is definitely one of the top 2 Dragon Ball figures of this year. And coming in at number 1 this year for the best Dragon Ball figure of 2025, it is a tie between the Beast Deities Jade Rabbit B15, the Super Saiyan Vegeta, and the Red Bolt Studios Adult Daima Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta head sculpt. I absolutely love these 2 offerings, and I just couldn't really separate them. 1, because they go together, and 2, they look super duper awesome. This Vegeta figure is by and large my favorite Vegeta that I own, and probably the best one on the market. I love the sculpt. He's bulky and thick, but yet not too tall and not too dumpy looking. Paint and shading throughout. I love all the hair sculpts that come with him. Yes, there's been some issues with the hair, like the front part of the hair lining up on the faceplates, but you just gotta finagle and press around and you can get it to line up good enough. He comes with a nice spread of hands and faceplates, and he comes with a magnetized energy effect piece. I mean, come on, people. And then when we're talking about the Red Bolt Studio Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta hair, I mean, look at that thing. It is painted and shaded and sculpted fantastically. It comes with great effect pieces as well, and great faceplates. That thing is awesome. He is awesome. And when you put them both together, oh my goodness, you've got a figure that 2025 no other Dragon Ball release can top. So anyways, that is all I've got to say about him. Absolutely fantastic release. Well, all right, guys, that was my top 10 best Dragon Ball figures of 2025. Tell me what you think about the list down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What would be your list? Did I leave something off? Did I put something on there you thought shouldn't be there? Tell me down below. But with all that said, this has been Dad with Dad's Expensive Hobby, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.